Have you ever met someone who didn't say much, yet the room seemed to orient around them? They weren't loud, they weren't performing, they didn't demand attention. And still attention adjusted. The invisible signals of high status rarely announce themselves. They operate beneath content. In social environments, status is inferred through consistency of signal, how someone occupies space, how they transition between silence and speech, how little they adjust in response to minor pressure. High status does not rush. When a person pauses before responding without visible tension, the pause communicates security. When eye contact holds evenly instead of scanning for approval, the signal suggests independence. When tone remains level even under challenge, the system registers steadiness. These are not dramatic behaviors. They are micro-stabilities. What you feel internally in moments of subtle evaluation often shapes your external signal. A slight joke at your expense, a delayed acknowledgement, a minor disagreement. If your posture narrows or your speech accelerates, the system detects reactivity. High-status signals contain reaction. Often this isn't intentional strategy, it's alignment. People who are not preoccupied with monitoring perception tend to display fewer micro-corrections, fewer qualifiers, fewer premature smiles. Their movements appear economical. Notice how conversational dynamics shift around such presence. Interruptions are rarer, challenges are framed more respectfully, attention lingers longer. The change is gradual but cumulative. The mechanism behind this is perceived internal anchoring. When someone appears self-referential rather than externally dependent, their position stabilizes. Watch what happens when silence is not immediately repaired. When statements are delivered without trailing upward inflection, when disagreement is met with steady gaze instead of defensive explanation, the hierarchy subtly adjusts. Invisible status signals are not about superiority, they are about coherence. The room constantly scans for who seems least destabilized by evaluation. That person becomes a reference point. And once you begin observing how microstability influences attention distribution, the structure feels less mysterious. Status is often communicated through what doesn't move.